Hello, my name is Martin Schweiger. I'm a patent attorney in Singapore and also a powerlifter. Today is Friday, 24th of January 2025, and that's 2 days after my 60th birthday, and I take you with me on my daily walk. And the daily walk is quite important because this is the easiest way to burn calories, fat, and also to develop your fitness. I have just finished my, not yet finished. I'm through my daily intermittent fasting period, almost through it. I will break fast after this walk. And so, yeah, why intermittent fasting? Very loud. It's very loud. I need to get off this main road here to a quiet side road. I love walking in an urban environment because there's so much to see, but noise is a problem. I have a river nearby. I will show you. Singapore is really a great place to be. Nature is around the corner. Hopefully that works. Disoriented. Let's go one block further. So, why intermittent fasting? I mean, two reasons. Here, number one, I need to improve my health. I had a very severe accident 1.5 years ago, followed by 4 months doing nothing except for bench press, maybe an overhead press and some cycling, followed by a metabolic disorder of which I recovered almost fully within a year without pharmaceuticals, just by changing my lifestyle. Now that works. So why intermittent fasting? Reason number two. I reached a plateau, means a flat level for 2 months where I didn't lose more weight, and losing weight is one of the prerequisites for improving metabolic health. And so I was very lucky. I could sign up for a powerlifting competition again. The Singapore Nationals on 21st to 23rd of February. Yeah, I was very lucky. And so I got a spot. And my body weight was something like between 108ish and 110ish. And when I signed up, I decided, let's catch two birds with one stone. Number one, compete again after 1.5 years. Remember, I was invited to the World Championship when my accident happened. And number two, let's make a weight loss program out of that. And when I think back, it was quite a good reason. So I choose, let's go for the 105 kg class, which is only 5 kgs away or so, maybe 3. But I'm aiming for losing 8 kg, and I have now 1 month minus 2 days to do so. I'm losing 8 kg because that's a safer way to not be disqualified on the day of the competition. So I aim at 2 to 3 kg below that threshold. Yeah, intermittent fasting. That means in my case, I don't eat for 16 hours per day, and I can eat for 8 hours. And that's quite easy to achieve, especially when you, as you have watched my earlier episodes here, when you're used to switching between a ketonic mode of your body, running on ketones, and the glucose burning mode. And I am. So I'm not really hungry, because in the non-eating period you can still drink water, tea, coffee, but not alcohol, of course. And in a weight loss period like this, there's zero alcohol. Ha! Maybe I start or go back. With the weight loss as such. So loud again. Main road. I don't think that body weight is a good measure for anything, because in my case, my body weight over a normal week, even without gaining weight or losing weight, can be easily 1 or 2 kg up and down. So it's not really a useful measurement. It's very easy. I have weighing scales in my bathroom, and I could measure on a daily basis, but I don't. Sometimes I don't even measure for 2 months or so. A better measuring device is the belt, and you remember which hole you take, or even better, the weightlifting belt in the gym, because adjusting that one can be a hassle if you have those types with a screw that you need to unscrew the mechanism and screw it back, which I'm currently using. So that's better. And also, I don't think that weight is a good target for measuring anything. After this metabolic disorder, I found out that all the stuff that come with that is like insulin resistance, high blood sugar levels, like in diabetes, then high blood pressure, then thyroid level, lipid panel, like cholesterol. Did I forget anything? Not cancer markers, that is nonsense. So if someone tells you you have cancer because of measurement of your cancer markers, this is really nonsense. I can't say this often enough. At least for me. Because there's another episode about cancer markers. So someone told me I have cancer markers and therefore I should what. Then I went back and 20 years ago I had the same cancer marker level, but 20 years ago it was not. The threshold was much higher, so nobody said there's cancer. So I didn't die of this cancer in 20 years. I don't believe that there's cancer in my body. Yeah. But again, you're at the blood values already. But we wanted to talk about weight. So, the important thing when it comes to weight, and that's really important, I found out, is about the fat in your body. And when I say fat, it's not so much about the subcutaneous fat that you can see when you twist your skin and measure the thickness of that skin flap that you have formed. The really problematic one is the visceral fat, which means the fat in your belly, in my case. And for some genetic reason, if I accumulate fat, it would be inside my belly, but not outside. Outside the skin, the fat layer under the skin is really very thin. The problem that comes with that I accumulate the fat between the organs in my belly, is that this fat is so close to the liver and the blood that circulates inside my belly that it is included in the metabolism of the body immediately. And it accumulates substances and releases it. It makes metabolism very iffy, I would say. And also, it requires all the glands in the body, like hormones and other, how would you call it? Liquid, probably, to work more, because these organs and glands have to support much more volume as compared with someone who doesn't have visceral fat. And in my case, that contributed to my metabolic disorder. So I'm talking about a lot of fat, because my body weight at that time, 4 months after my surgery, after the accident, was 133 kg, which is not really heavy for a powerlifter, because many of my peers even weigh 160 or 170 kg. But the difference is, when you train 3 times a week, you don't even need to do much cardio, and you're still healthy. I mean, of course, borderline healthy, but you're also much bigger, so you should be okay. In my case, this is the visceral fat, which is bad. I've studied this a bit, and then I found out that there are people with the same weight and they carry all the fat between the skin and the muscle layer in the belly, if they have muscles there. Because if someone is so fat and the body fat is between the skin and the muscle layer, then very likely they're also not very strong, as compared with someone who has the fat inside and a big hard muscle layer around the belly, as we powerlifters have. 15 minutes. Yeah, my video logs are a bit long on the I've heard that complaint. But anyway, it's not about me, it's about the information. And when I'm walking, I can only talk so much, and I also must think. Not so easy. So so when I talk about weight, I believe I'm really an expert. Because since I'm very young, I'm always into losing weight. A few years back or so, I sat down, I calculated, and at that time, over my lifespan, I had about accumulated weight loss of 300 kg, something like that. But I always regained it after I lost it. I was a freestyle wrestler when I was young, among others. So weight plays a role, and later cosmetics come in. Because you don't want to be fat when you're young. Today, that doesn't really play a role anymore. But the health is in the foreground. So, weight loss must come with a purpose. And before you lose weight, I would define that purpose and also select something that you can use for measuring it. It can be body pictures, or in my case, when I talk about weight, it's these bathroom scales, but I bought the enhanced ones. They come with a fat measuring feature. And if you look at those scales, maybe I show you one in one of the coming episodes, but maybe not, because these come with electrodes for your 2 feet. And then the advanced ones also come with extendable electrodes for your hands. And they're connected with a cable with a base station on which you stand during the measurement. And these are very good. They generate signals, electromagnetic waves that travel through your body. And by measuring the time difference between sending out a wave and its echo, or by measuring the resistance between the electrodes of the hand and the hands and the feet, and also crosswise, they can differentiate between fat that is inside your belly, fat that is under your skin, and also even down to fat in your arms and fat in your legs. And not only that, they can measure the muscle percentage. So it's quite sophisticated. These scales are not really expensive, so I would recommend those to everybody who is into weight loss. In my case, the only measure that counts from a health point of view is the visceral fat class. And it goes down together with the total weight of the body. So I'm now down from the 132, 33 to 108-ish, 24, 25 kg. Yeah. And so went the visceral fat. And with it also the body fat, and with it also the muscle mass, which means that my lifted weights are much smaller as compared to before, which is good, because I had to reduce the weights lifted because my surgery was on my left knee, and I can still feel the impact of that surgery. So, why can I feel it? Because as I lifted as before, tried to lift the same weights, yes I can do, but I got tendonitis in my left knee. So, I have 2 reasons to lose weight, right? Number 1, metabolic disorder, and prevent that from happening again. and also reduce the stress on my left knee by reducing the weights lifted. And the easiest decision to make this is lose weight, and then I can compete again. And yeah, be good, even with lower weights, but just the people in my weight class. Now, if that is not reason enough, then what? I switch it off. It's raining here. Isn't this beautiful? My Singapore. Okay, see you tomorrow.